2 years the starter at Georgia. Last year, not as good as the year before. He hopes to have a bounce-back year in his only season leading the Canes.
Well, we're all eager to see how he looks. Limited in the offseason because of a UCL injury suffered in the SEC championship game last year. But his skill set's very different from that of Cam Ward. Cam Ward thrived running around, extending plays, playing off schedule. Carson Beck's going to be more rhythmic, more methodical, and the emphasis will be on getting rid of the football very, very quickly. He's very talented, and he hopes to revitalize his career with the Canes.
Feels very comfortable here in Miami, both with the surroundings and with his new teammates and coaching staff. Lively atmosphere here in Miami. ESPN's presentation of college football on ABC will return after this message and a word from our ABC stations.
What's happening at Papa John's? Buy 2 large one-topping pizzas, get them both for just $9.99 each. And it's only for a limited time, all right? We're making you 2 large one-topping pizzas for $9.99 each. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
Want a last-minute getaway calls? Answer it. Book last-minute deals on thousands of stays with Vrbo. When life calls for more, Mazda answers. With more adventure, more grip, and confidence. The Mazda CX-50, assembled in America, and the Mazda CX-5. Discover more at the Mazda Summer Sales Event. Current inventory remains unaffected by new tariffs.
Take advantage of one of these exceptional offers during the More to Move You sales event.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing the experience of this trainer.
Good to go.
But getting that trainer.
Megan Trainer. I'm all about that brace, no trouble. Give me your arm.
No, it's not for that.
Who are you?
Patrick, I play football.
This is Patrick, everyone. Give it up for Patrick. He does sports.
So don't settle for just any insurance when there's State Farm.
Why is no one clapping?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
It's Dancing with the Stars. Pump up the jam, pump it up while your feet are stumping.
Warm Gulf waters can cause tropical storms to strengthen rapidly. As storms approach, be sure to check out our coverage frequently so you know what to expect.
This Storm Team 13 Hurricane Tip is sponsored by Tyndall Federal Credit Union.
Just as a game can change in an instant, so can everyday life with unexpected accidents. When accidents happen in Panama City, you know who to turn to. Walborski, Bradley, Fleming. Call when the game gets tough. Just as a game can change in an instant, so can everyday life with unexpected accidents. When accidents happen in Panama City, you know who to turn to. Walborski, Bradley, Fleming. Call when the game gets tough.
Next up is WOW Internet.
What's the judge looking for here?
She's looking for that price-lock promise.
Jane, that is commitment.
You'll love to see it.
Get Internet 300 with price-lock promise for just $40 a month.
It's the last weekend to shop the Rooms to Go Labor Day sale. Hurry in for huge savings on great-looking furniture for every room of your home. With living rooms on sale, bedrooms on sale, and dining rooms on sale now. Plus, interest-free financing until March 2030. No interest, no worries. That's right. During the Rooms to Go Labor Day sale, you get both. Amazing sale prices and interest-free financing until March 2030. But don't wait. The Rooms to Go Labor Day sale ends Monday.
The Sleep Center, your local and veteran-owned mattress store. We appreciate your business.
We're just moments away from the third top 10 matchup of this opening weekend in college football. And Canes legend Jimmy Johnson getting the crowd even more fired up. Miami trying to win its 18th straight home opener. They've never lost the season opening game since they moved here to Hard Rock Stadium back in 2008. A lot of those opponents nowhere near as strong as this Notre Dame team. As a matter of fact, they haven't played a ranked opponent in their home opener since Ohio State back in 2011. But both coaches said this is a great way to start the season. They don't want to open with a cupcake. They want to dive right in a meaningful game. And there are plenty of stars on hand to watch. Legends on both sides. Jim Kelly, along with Ray Lewis and Devin Hester. Michael Irvin, as always, on hand to watch the U. They're trying to bring back the glory days here. They thought they were on their way to doing that last season. They started 9-0 and then really struggled down the stretch. We talked about the heyday of this rivalry. This is only the 5th meeting since 1990. The last was in 2017. It was a top 10 matchup. But back in 87, 88, and 89, the winner of this game went on to win the national championship. The Canes in 87 and 89. And Notre Dame in 88. 4th season for Mario Cristobal. Steady improvement, but the fan base here in South Florida is ready to get back into the national conversation. Producer and director's nightmare, the lights off in anticipation of the teams taking the field. They were 9-0. They were number 4 in the country. Looked like they were on their way to the ACC title game and the college football playoff, but lost to Georgia Tech, lost the regular season finale in a shootout at Syracuse, and that cost them their spot in the ACC title game, and they wound up just outside the college football playoff.
And this team, built from the inside out, can absolutely make a run with some of the improvements they've made across the board.
Five national championships for this proud program, but none since 2001. And one of the enduring traditions here, pyrotechnics and a lot of other fanfare as the Canes take the field. It was a defense that struggled last year. They've changed defensive coordinators. They brought in 6 new defensive backs through the portal. That will be a key to their season. Marcus Freeman led Notre Dame to a record 14 wins last year. They went 14-2. Also the single season record for games played in the Notre Dame football program. What a tough opener under steamy conditions last year at Texas A&M. Had the shocking loss to Northern Illinois. Basically put themselves in a situation where they had to win out, and they did. They won 13 straight games on the way to Atlanta. Marcus Freeman doesn't want to say it, but you get the sense around the Notre Dame program. They believe this team is deeper and more talented.
They have done a great job of backfilling. This team does have tremendous high-end talent and probably a higher ceiling across the board than last season's run.
Here's Taylor McGregor with Mario Cristobal.
Thank you, Sean. You have an experienced quarterback in Carson Beck, but one who's never played in your system. What do you want to see early from him?
I want to see him be him, the best version of him. He's done a great job in camp. He's got to show tonight.
And on the other side, you're going against an inexperienced quarterback. How can you take advantage?
Well, he's got a lot of weapons around him, and they're very systematic. We expect nothing but their best, so we got to be at our best.
Thank you, Coach. Let's go to Molly McGrath with Marcus Freeman.
Coach, how do you help your quarterback, C.J. Carr, be at his best in his first career start and in these wet conditions?
Yeah, we got to take pressure off of him. We got to be able to establish the run game or give him easy access throws. We got to play really good defense. And, you know, what I told him, his best is good enough. Like, just go be you, man. He's a special player, and you don't have to win the game for us. Just do your job.
How do you attack an experienced quarterback like Carson Beck?
You got to try to mix it up on him pre-snap. You got to try to show him different things pre-snap and post-snap. Be able to move to something different. But he's a good quarterback. He's going to make some plays. We just got to win the next one.
All right, thank you, Coach.
All right, thank you.
Sean.
All right, Molly and Taylor, thank you. ACC officiating crew led by Adam Savoie.
Winners won the toss, elected to defer their option to the second half. Notre Dame will receive on the west end of the field. Good luck.
So C.J. Carr will get on the field immediately. As you might expect on the last day of August in South Florida, it is hot and sticky. We had some tropical downpours here mid-afternoon. The temperature then was up in the low 90s with the feels like over 100. So the rain has cooled it off a little bit. 77, but with very high humidity. Both teams said that wouldn't be a factor. Marcus Freeman said his squad has been focused on hydration for weeks, and he doesn't anticipate a problem here tonight. What do you think C.J. Carr is experiencing right now?
Well, according to the coaches, he's got a tremendous calmness about him. He's been smiling all afternoon. He feels ready for this moment. Football family with football blood running through his veins. He'll be ready to go.
He won a spirited competition. They didn't name him the starter until August 19th, and it was a battle with Kenny Minchie. Marcus Freeman said it really could have gone either way. And the nice thing for Notre Dame, they believe they have two quarterbacks who can lead them to victory every week. C.J. Carr played in just one game last year, took 4 snaps early on in a start, in a relief appearance in a rout at Purdue. Jadarian Price is back deep for the opening kickoff. And it'll be Carter Davis to kick it off. He's a newcomer to the Miami program as a transfer from FAU not far away. Virtually no breeze as this rivalry is renewed. Line drive kickoff blasted through the back of the end zone. So here comes C.J. Carr. He's been dreaming about this moment his whole life. Redshirt freshman, 6'3", 210 from Saline, Michigan, right down the street from Ann Arbor, where his grandfather was a legendary coach. His maternal grandfather, Tom Curtis, was a legendary safety, and his dad, Jason, was a backup quarterback under Lloyd Carr. 4 snaps against Purdue, that's it. He did not attempt to pass. He hurt his elbow, the same injury Carson Beck suffered in a practice in late September and couldn't throw for a couple of months. He has Jeremiah Love in the backfield. He faked it to him, a low throw, and a loss of 2. The catch made by Jordan Faison. And O.J. Frederic, who was a starting corner last year as a freshman, is back out there again to start the game.
And an easy completion to kind of build up the confidence, but an off-target throw from Carr early on.
We asked Mike Denbrock, the coordinator, would they ease C.J. into the game? He said, we'll see how it goes. They do have perhaps the best running back in the country in Jeremiah Love. Preseason All-American. Carr will throw it again. They give him another short throw. The tight end, Eli Raridan, lunges forward. He ran into Jacoby Thomas, one of those 6 transfers in the secondary. He's over from Tennessee.
And this will be a game of adjustments for both coaches. And Mike Denbrock isn't 100% certain what Miami's going to do defensively, especially in third down situations. So got to stay on schedule and be willing to make some changes throughout the game.
5-yard gain. 3rd down and 7. 3 straight short passes. Catch and run. And a first down. Great job after the catch by Jordan Faison. They're going to give him all of that spinning. Or will they? Now they're bringing the ball back to the 42-yard line for a gain of 14.
And a great job by Faison getting upfield, spinning off of it, bouncing off would-be tacklers, and getting upfield for the conversion.
Homecoming for Faison. He's from Fort Lauderdale. Juggle of the snap by Carr. Here's Faison again. And a problem for Miami last year was poor tackling, and that's a problem again on this opening possession on defense. 15 more for Faison.
So much for answering the question, will they run the ball, take some of the pressure off of the young quarterback? They come out now, throw it several plays in a row, 4 plays in a row, 4 easy completions, and a great job by Faison after the catch.
Played through a leg injury much of last year. They think he'll be a more explosive and dynamic player this season. Here's the first carry for Jeremiah Love. And he got a yard, perhaps two, to the Miami 42. Here are tonight's impact players brought to you by AutoZone.
And it's Malachi Fields, outside receiver for Notre Dame. Big, physical, and reminds the coaching staff of Michael Floyd, who started here several years ago, and Ruben Bain, defensive end, who can take over the game there at the end of the line of scrimmage for the Canes.
Strong offensive line for Notre Dame against a terrific defensive line for Miami. This game could well be won in the trenches. Carr rolls out, throws, and it's broken up. Trying to get it to Jeremiah Love. Keontae Scott, another transfer. He'll play the nickel position. He's come over from Auburn.
Looks like the throw was just a touch late, which allowed Keontae Scott to use that length to bat the ball away and set up a 3rd and long.
3rd down and 9, likely not in field goal range for their new kicker, Noah Burnett.
Possible 4-down territory, though, so you can run it or throw it if you like your numbers.
Price is the running back. Pressure from Carr. He sidestepped the rush, but still in trouble. Running out of room, and he threw it away.
Well, we just mentioned the impact player of Ruben Bain, and here he is coming off the edge. Just a thing of beauty right around the left tackle, Anthony Knapp. Knapp was kind of held inside. It's a good move by Carr to keep the play alive, but nothing going as he worked to his left, has to throw it away.
And late it was Marquise Lightfoot pursuing C.J. Carr over to the boundary. Bain, in many projections, could be a top 10 pick in the next NFL draft. He's already made his presence known, was frustrated last year by a hamstring injury for most of the year.
Fairlife Ultra Filtered Milk makes every moment better. With 50% more protein and 50% less sugar. Plus a creamy taste that makes that smoothie even smoothier. Fairlife.
When the island speaks. Tiki bar. Water slides. Big pool. And hammock. It's time to escape to the Great Life. Ah, now this is the Great Life on the incredible new Great Stirrup K, only with Norwegian Cruise Line.
They say choice is the ultimate luxury, and now it's yours with Taco Bell's $5, $7, and $9 Lux Cravings boxes. Choose from the $5 Classic Box, loaded with lavish classics, the $7 Supreme Box, packed with decadent faves, or the $9 Discovery Box, now featuring the indulgent cheesy street chalupas. That's Lux. For less. The $5, $7, and $9 Lux Cravings boxes, only at Taco Bell.
What's this?
That's for Pepper.
You keep dog food in your fridge?
It's not dog food, it's fresh pet. Real meat, real veggies.
It's dog food.
Fresh Pet. Healthy food fresh from the fridge.
The Nissan Rogue takes hit after hit. Punished under immense pressure. And exposed to excessive wear. Nissan, #1 in new vehicle quality. We put it through the worst, so you get its best.
I stand alone with fire inside, with passion burning in my veins. Rated M for mature.
I'm Morgan. I have 3 kids. I have an IQ of 160. This is where he attacked her, and I work with the cops.
You're winning
on me to leave so you can poke around without a warrant, aren't you?
Yeah.
Welcome back to South Florida. Notre Dame and Miami. In the third and final matchup of two teams ranked in the AP top 10 this opening weekend. Since the preseason poll debuted in 1950, it's the only time that's ever happened. 3 top 10 matchups. James Rendell on the punt. On 4th down and 9 from the Miami 42. Malachi Toney, a true freshman they think is an enormous talent, made a fair catch at the 5-yard line. 37-yard punt. Shannon Dawson with some last words of advice on the play call for Carson Beck. After 5 years in the Georgia program, his first as a redshirt, 2 years as a backup to Stetson Bennett when they won 2 national championships. Then the last 2 as a starter. He's now a Miami Hurricane. Florida native from the Jacksonville area. All the talent you could want. Size at 6'4", 230 pounds. And the coaches both at Georgia and Miami rave about his football IQ. And they're going to put that to use here in Miami. Giving him a lot of latitude to the line of scrimmage. Jordan Lyle takes the handoff and gets 5.
Carson Beck last year became the scapegoat a little bit for all the problems that Georgia had offensively, but what people didn't pay enough attention to was how many drops his wide receivers had. They led the Power 4. The inconsistencies in protection along the offensive line and abandoning the run game from time to time. He was not the only problem and is eager to kind of prove that he was going to be the solution now for Miami.
It's a pretty good year when you have a problem. You went 11-2 and won the SEC. His first throw as a cane is on target. Kalen Marion has a first down. His first catch for Miami. A transfer from BYU, and before that he was at UConn.
Great job scanning the field there by Carson Beck, getting backside and hitting the throw.
5 receivers spread the field. C.J. Daniels, another newcomer on his third school, Liberty. 1 year last year at LSU, and now here at Miami, a 5-yard gain.
Not surprising to see Miami utilize a little bit of tempo early in this game. They felt like they could challenge Notre Dame because of the heat and humidity, and that would be a little uncomfortable for that defense. So expect you to utilizing tempo throughout the season.
It was a terrific Notre Dame defense last year. Gave up just 15.5 points per game. A lot of the key contributors back. Jordan Lyle, the part of running back committee. They'll feature 3 running backs, Lyle, Mark Fletcher, and Marty Brown. Lyle got the first down out of the 34.
One area of this team last year that was kind of flying under the radar was how good they were running the football. And I think Jordan Lyle has a chance to become a star. Tremendous open field speed. Reminds you of those great Miami backs there in the 2000s.
They love to run between the tackles. Mario Cristobal was an offensive lineman back in the late 80s and early 90s at Miami. He likes to pound it. Only Baylor ran between the tackles more often last year. Here comes a blitz. Beck saw it coming, got it off. Joshua Moore the catch. Jalen Stroman, a newcomer from Virginia Tech, made the tackle as the safety for Notre Dame. An 8-yard gain, and they'll go quickly. 2nd down and 2. Beck's 3 for 3. Loves the play action game. Throwing it deep, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it to JoJo Trader, and it was Stroman in coverage.
I love the idea on 2nd short, too. You're going to come back, probably run it on 3rd down, pick it up. Why not try to take a shot? Throwing it deep over the top to a playmaker in Marion who can go 22 miles an hour on the field. Their deep threat, just a little bit too deep from Carson Beck.
He can make all the throws. Coaches rave about his touch, short and intermediate, and his accuracy down the field. Lyles, the running back, on 3rd down and 2. Malachi Toney, the motion man. And it's that stout defensive front for Notre Dame that stands up. Boubacar Traore, the sophomore from Boston, who missed most of last year due to injury. A big play for the new defensive coordinator, Chris Ash.
This is a great play by Traore on the right side. They try to get a zone read. They have some movement going from right to left, thinking it would hold him out wide. He is not fooled, however. He crashes down immediately and makes the play in the backfield.
Marcus Freeman raved about the talent of the ends, Traore and Bryce Young at the other end. He thinks they could both be first-round picks someday. Jordan Faison takes the punt from Dylan Joyce. And he's dragged down at the 13-yard line. Raul Aguirre made the tackle after an 8-yard return of a 43-yard punt. Big stop on third down for the new look Notre Dame defense. No score. 7 gone by.
I'm the Modelo recruiter, and I'm always scouting for full-time fans. Check out this year's recruits. The team transfer, married into the team, but acts like he's married to the team. The playmaker can get the ball through the uprights without setting foot on a field. The early season hopeful doesn't hope that this is her team's year, knows so. These fans deserve a Modelo, because football isn't really football without you.
This game has gotten out of control. All the money, the unpredictability. It's time we instate a commissioner.
Introducing the commissioner of coverage, the Aflac Duck.
Commissioner, when health insurance falls short, who pays you cash to help with your medical bills?
Aflac. The commissioner has spoken.
I love that duck.
Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover with
Aflac, an official sponsor of ESPN College Game Day.
Y'all can ask about it at work.
When the odds are deemed impossible, the mission falls to him.
I need you to trust me one last time.
Mission Impossible. Buy it on digital now.
Popeye's wings are now spicy and mild. If Popeyes can make better wings, I can be better Mayfield.
A real gentleman would share those wings.
Let's just get across the street. Spicy and mild, sauced and dry rubbed. Better. Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Even when U.S. soccer star Mallory Swanson isn't on the field, she always makes the perfect play. With a Bank of America customized cash rewards Visa card, she'll earn 6% cash back in the category of her choice, like online shopping, for the first year from account opening.
When my hair started thinning, I didn't want to hear the wisecracks.
I was ignoring my hair because I was a full-time working mother, but luckily I found Nutrafol.
My hair was getting stronger and thicker.
I finally feel like myself again.
Get growing at Nutrafol.com.
Check their new game day fit. Oh, snap! DirecTV got hot.
That's right. DirecTV is flexing with all those pro and college games at your fingertips. This ain't your dad's cable, son. It's couture.
Okay, thank you so much. I was about to say that. It's couture.
This is Buick, now. Buick, exceptional by design.
Get 0.9% APR on these 2025 Buick models. Plus, current eligible non-GM owners get up to $3,000 allowance on Encore GX.
ABC College Football Primetime is sponsored by Modelo, proud sponsor of the College Football Playoff. Modelo now recruiting full-time fans. And the fans here at Hard Rock Stadium getting rained on. Recent renovations have covered some of the seats, but not all of them. The light rain has been falling throughout. Mike Denbrock clearly wanted to get C.J. Carr off to a good start. They threw 6 passes, just 1 run on the opening possession. Likely to lean now, you would think, on Jeremiah Love. But not on this play. It's another quick pop. That's on Malachi Fields, who lost the football, knocked out by Justin Scott. And Miami has the first turnover of the game. Jacoby Thomas recovered it.
Looked like that ball was starting to come out. It is right there off the left hip. As a result of that big collision from Scott, did he secure possession is something they'll also look at, but it does look like ball is just starting to slide out before his backside is down on the ground. Let's take a look right here. Oh, right knee down, but where's the ball at that point? Looks like it's already moving.
So an immediate big play by Thomas, one of those 6 defensive backs who came in the transfer portal. It was Justin Scott who knocked it out. And he played in 11 games last year as a backup as a freshman. The play stands is called, and Miami in great shape at the Notre Dame 24. Carson Beck 3 out of 4 in the opening drive. Throwing with a lot of contact. Malachi Toney, the intended receiver. And Christian Gray had the coverage.
This game will be a game of cat and mouse. Notre Dame last year played more man coverage than anybody. They went zone on the first drive. Here on the first play of the second drive after sudden change, it's man-to-man. Toney's supposed to be their guy. A little bit of contact down the stretch. You see that left hand on the hip as well. Hard to see it, though, with that white glove on the white pants shot.
So 2nd and 10. Jordan Lyle just had his ankle taped back into the game for Miami. He gets spun around for no gain. Perhaps 1. Gabriel Rubio and Joshua Burnham in there. Part of the veteran defensive line. They lost Riley Mills and Howard Cross in the middle. But they have a lot of veteran talent returning as Chris Ash takes over for Al Golden, who went back to the NFL this season as the new defensive coordinator for the Cincinnati Bengals.
What will Chris Ash do here? Will he heat up the veteran quarterback, see if they can knock Miami out of field goal range? If you're Carson Beck, you can't take a sack.
As we said, he has a lot of latitude at the line of scrimmage, and he's using it. Given a clean pocket, throws, low throw, but a catch made by Keelan Marion. And it's an 8-yard gain. They're just short of the first down, and Mario Cristobal's going to go for it.
There's a beautiful route by Marion, who gets the separation against the best corner in college football in Leonard Moore. Mario Cristobal with that imposing offensive line can probably anticipate a north-south run right here on 4th and short.
Mark Fletcher is the running back, a 225-pounder. They do pound the rock, as you would expect from a Mario Cristobal team, and it's a first down. They really like their offensive line. They have a new center, James Brockermeyer, over after 1 year at TCU and 3 prior to that at Alabama.
And this is ridiculous. Look at Maui Noah and the movement that he gets off the right side, and the amount of displaced gold helmets off the charts. When they run short yardage behind Maui Noah and Inez Cooper, the right guard, not many teams can hold up at the point of attack.
Both were all ACC last year. Fletcher, nice cut inside the 10 and stacked up around the 8-yard line. Drake Bowen in on the stop. He's become the leader of this Notre Dame defense. Bowen's taken over the green dot. He'll be in communication with Chris Ash through the headset. Now that Jack Kaiser, after 70 games at Notre Dame, is in the NFL with Jacksonville. On 2nd and 5, a little hesitation on the handoff, and Fletcher's knocked back by Kingston Viliamu Asa. Loss of 3.
So far, great stand for this Notre Dame defense. Getting off the field here, holding Miami to just 3 points would be a massive moral victory. They've run man coverage these last couple plays. I would anticipate man coverage again. If you're Miami, you probably want to create a pick or a rub to get some separation and get a guy running in space.
They send a 3-receiver bunch to the right of Carson Beck. Mark Fletcher's the running back on 3rd and 8 from the 10. Pressure, and the pass is batted down and incomplete. Jared Dawson batted it out of the air. They don't go to the transfer portal often, but he's a newcomer from Louisville.
And they bring the pressure right up the middle. They're trying to get that rub and pick that we just talked about with a mesh concept. 2 shallow crosses underneath. You can create natural pressure on the defense by running guys close together. However, the pass rush was too much, and a great job by Notre Dame's defense.
There's Carter Davis, the newcomer. Those career numbers not good. They were at FAU. He won a battle with Bert Auburn, a transfer from Texas, to be the kicker. And trouble with the snap. Picked up by Dylan Joyce, who's the punter, and he's knocked out of bounds. Marcus Freeman's special teams were fantastic last year, but this time they had help from Miami.
And this snap just low and outside, almost rolls it back. It was an okay job by Joyce trying to corral it, couldn't do it, calls the fire. And a massive moment for Notre Dame defensively. Marcus Freeman's got to love what he sees.
The fumble does not hurt Notre Dame.
What I have uncovered is insane. Hidden tunnels, some freaky stuff, stolen art.
I don't know how it all connects, but until I do, I'll bluff.
You're sniffing at the wrong hole.
Well, I'm sniffing at the right hole.
And it stinks. FX is The Lowdown.
Don't die. Don't get killed.
Premieres September 23rd on FX. Stream on Hulu.
Michelin innovates on the road and far beyond by manufacturing prosthetic leg belts that allow for greater flexibility of movement. Michelin, motion for life.
On Medicare, living with diabetes, progress is having your coffee like you like it. The Freestyle Libre 3 Plus sensor is covered by Medicare for more people managing diabetes with insulin. This is progress. Ask your doctor today.
With DoorDash Streaks, you rack up weekly discounts, so you win every week. But so much winning energy can be a lot. Win every week with DoorDash Streaks. Opt in, order every Saturday, build the savings.
Where's the beer guy?
Bud Light here? Bud Light here? Bud Light here? Bud Light where? Bud Light here?
I missed that because of you.
Hey, got your Bud Light.
Oh, nice.
Never mind.
Anything for the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light. Hey, back off, Smasher. Listen, you might be made a hand smash Angus beef patties, but Darlene's with me. Let's go, Darlene.
The QB1 of burgers.
This season on Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
Yes, college football is back.
Our lives finally have meaning again.
After a really long offseason.
Look, our QB's on the draft slide.
Whoa! Oh, he's going. To where? Not where he expected.
Everything will be questioned.
What is this place?
Don't they know it's Saturday?
Everything.
College football's changing.
The Dr. Pepper flavors, too.
It's all connected.
Fansville Season 8.
I don't think I've ever seen someone slide so far.
College football, it's a Pepper thing.
Labor Day savings are happening now at the Home Depot. So turn your projects into labors of love.
I'm loving these fall colors.
I love what you did with the place.
So what are you working on?
Shop Labor Day savings at the Home Depot, now through September 3rd.
Americans, we can do anything we want, except one thing. We just can't stop being American. So get out there, take your swing. Rev your engines and let freedom ring. And never, ever, ever stop being American. Nothing stops America, and nothing stops Ram.
Right now, during the Ram Make This the Summer event, get 10% below MSRP or get 1.9% financing for 72 months on select 2025 Ram 1500 models.
From Hollywood, it's Dancing with the Stars, Tuesday, September 16th.
Welcome back to Miami, the third and final matchup of this opening weekend between top 10 teams. The previous two matchups were low scoring. Texas over Ohio State. LSU over Clemson. LSU scored the most points of the four, only 17. And so far, nothing on the board here. Notre Dame's defense rallied after an Irish turnover. Here is Jeremiah Love, just his second carry. And he rolls out for an 8-yard gain. Here's Molly.
Well, Sean, quarterback C.J. Carr showing leadership on the sideline. He went right up to wide receiver Malachi Fields after that fumble, said, "I trust you. I'm coming right back to you." And Carr may be a redshirt freshman, but he commands this sideline. You can tell this team respects and loves him.
He's obviously grown up around it. Love again. Did not get the first down. Keem Mesidor and Ruben Bain, those two tremendous defensive ends, in on the play.
And this will be an interesting down for the Notre Dame offense, because in 3rd and short last year, you knew where it was going. It was Riley Leonard with some type of quarterback run. Now, without the element of the quarterback's legs, what will they do in short yardage situations for Mike Denbrock?
They went for it a lot on 4th down last year, largely because, as Marcus Freeman said, Riley Leonard could just fall forward and get first downs. C.J. Carr gets blasted behind the line of scrimmage by Big David Blade Jr., a transfer from Louisiana Tech. Welcome to college football, as he ran into 6'4" and 308 pounds.
And it's just a bust by the right guard. He's got to block that nose. That nose just shoots right up the middle, and he whiffs completely. He's blocking the wrong guy, and that's the young freshman, Gertie Lambert, who's got a lot of talent, but clearly not on the same page with his center there. And the unblocked defender, Blay, makes the play in the backfield.
They watched Blay play last year against Arkansas with a dominant performance, and Mario Cristobal said he was a must-get in the portal. Rendell punts. And Malachi Tony, a fair catch. He's saying, hey, they were too close, but there is no flag, a 43-yard punt. Let's check into the studio. Here's Kevin Nagandi.
Sean, good evening. Our multi-view is showcasing a handful of events, including the round of 16 of the U.S. Open, Phillies Braves at the Bank, and college football across our networks. You can experience it all on the new ESPN app. Back to you and Greg.
All right, Kevin, thank you. Score here, 1:46 to go in the opening quarter. Carson Beck 4 out of 7 in his Miami debut for 35 yards. Just 41 yards of total offense for a unit that led the country last year in total offense, 537 a game. Fletcher bouncing off would-be tacklers. Don Schuler, a rare missed tackle at the safety spot, and wound up going for 15.
Right guard there, Inez Cooper, just absolutely mauling this defensive tackle. I mean, watch him go for a ride, and they run right behind him. Big movement, goodness gracious, displaced 5 or 6 yards, and the big body Fletcher gets downhill.
Luke Talich had a chance to make the tackle as well, and did not. They'll pound it between the tackles again. You said it earlier, the run game was undersold last year nationally because of the great success Cam Ward had throwing it, but 76% of the time when they run it's between the tackles. Only Baylor did it more often.
It's remarkable. It's a testament to their offensive line, because Cam Ward was not a guy that was going to run it a ton, so they're getting movement at the point. The other thing that's amazing is you'd be shocked to know this, that Miami actually averaged more yards per carry than Notre Dame last year, who's known for their run game.
They averaged 5.7. High snap that might have thrown off the whole operation. Trying to quick screen to Keelan Marion. Carson Beck letting everybody know the snap was high.
I'm sure the center loves that.
No. And the throw was a little low. Still catchable, but wasn't going to go very far. What a kickoff week this has been. Presented by Modelo. Shades of yesteryear here. Notre Dame and Miami in a meaningful season opener. The Hurricanes are 0 for 3 on third down. They were best in the country last year, 56% plus. Back, here's Malachi Tony. First down inside the Notre Dame 40. Well, he's a true freshman. They told us they weren't sure how much he would play. He is playing a lot.
And how about this route? Look at the quickness in and out of the break. Inside, back, outside. Remember, you know you're going to get man when you're playing the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And when you have a guy with that much sudden change ability and quickness, it's tough to cover.
He's not very big, 5'11", about 180. Here he comes again. And another first down inside the 30. We spoke to Carson Beck and Shannon Dawson during the week. They said, we don't want to build him up too much, but he's an incredibly talented guy. Carson Beck said he's going to watch him play in the NFL someday. The end of the first quarter. Notre Dame and Miami, 6 versus 10. No score.
We're earning unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver card. Let's just get one of everything.
Everything.
Fire everything. The Capital One Saver card is at table 27, and they're earning unlimited 3% cash back.
Yes, chef!
This is so nice. 3% cash back on chicken.
Yes, chef!
3% cash back on risotto.
Yes, chef!
Where's my fish?
Here, chef!
I had a feeling you want to earn 3% cash back on dessert.
Sorry, chef.
What's in your wallet?
At AT&T, we guarantee our network so you can watch the game together, even when you're away.
Here we go. No, we got it. We got it.
Yes, yes, yes! Go, 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 go! Yes!
That ties it up going into halftime. My wife is having a baby.
Staying connected matters. That's why in the rare event of a network outage, you'll automatically get a bill credit for a full day's service. That's all part of the AT&T guarantee.
Let me tell you about this new pretzel cheddar club. Hey, I'm Carlos.
And I'm Ebony. And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club
is the tangy Dijon with the pretzel bun. When I add the Dijon mustard to this pretzel bun, it takes it to a whole nother level.
It goes perfectly with the chicken and the cheddar cheese and the bacon.
Man, you know how much you love bacon. And I love the different varieties. Grilled, spicy, original. It gets you nice and excited for fall.
Real guests paid for their testimonials.
I'm not really one for the spotlight, but there is some gravy to be had. You know, I always seem to get primo parking. But you don't have to be a VIP to get more than just savings with Geico. Every customer gets tip-top service with 24/7 fast, friendly claim support.
I never do this, but could I get a picture?
Yeah, it's not like you run into animal celebrities every day.
Stop! It's Doug the Pug! Doug!
I stand corrected.
I literally never do this.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Let's kick it off.
If you've been injured in an accident, let us fight for you. Call Perry Young for a free consultation. 850-215-7777.
Are you a first-time homebuyer worrying about the down payment and closing costs? Tyndall has a Hometown Hero mortgage program that can help. This program offers an interest-free loan to help you with down payment and closing costs, from $10,000 to $35,000. If you live and work in Florida, you're a Hometown Hero. So come on, Hero, make home ownership a reality. Apply today at tyndall.org/hometownhero.
PCB Hobby on Back Beach Road trades sports cards and sports memorabilia. Captain Collectible and his specialist would love to see your collection.
Bring in your collectibles today. Let us take a look. You never know what we may find.
PCB Hobby on Back Beach Road is the area's top spot to find rare coins, currency, and bullion. Our specialists would love to take a look at your collection.
Come see one of our specialists today. We would love to see what you have squirreled away.
The Sleep Center, putting people to sleep since 1995.
Is not the price. It's the final test.
Money or love?
I don't know where I'm at.
I literally can't breathe.
The Bachelor in Paradise season finale on a special night Tuesday on ABC.
You're watching Kickoff Week, presented by Modelo.
Start of the second quarter. Here on a humid night in South Florida, no score.
We back like a spine.
Sean McDonough with Greg McElroy. Molly McGrath is on the Notre Dame sideline. We welcome Taylor McGregor on the Miami sideline. If your last name doesn't start with MG, you cannot work on this crew. That's apparently.
Well said. Yeah, we are definitely in line with the MC squad.
1st and 10, Miami at the Notre Dame 28. Here's Jordan Lyle. Grabbed around the legs by Jaden Osbury. They did lose Jack Kaiser, but Chris Ash loves the linebacker core with Osbury, Jalen Sneed, Drake Bowen, and Viliamu Asa, among others.
Very physical and violent linebacker core across the board. Really complement each other's skill, and they're really paying attention in the backfield with the success that Miami had in the first quarter running the football.
Question was, how much would Chris Ash change after Notre Dame played great defense last year under Al Golden? Bringing some of his own ideas. Back throw, single coverage, batted away. Good coverage by Christian Gray on JoJo Trader, and now Gray stays down.
That is not good for Notre Dame. Cornerback tandem as good as any in the sport. And the one concern they have defensively is how young they get at corner in the event in which their top two go down.
And they love their depth everywhere on defense except at the cornerback position. Both Marcus Freeman and Chris Ash said that last night. Hurt on the landing, it seems.
We know that it takes hard work to be the best in the game. It starts up front with protection. Then we work as a team to be on time every time.
Now that's the best in the game. No playoff needed. Old Dominion Freight Line.
We're kicking off game day with a Twisted Tea drop. We're surprising real Twisted Tea fans who love the smooth and refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Notre Dame at Miami 2025 college football season. We got a lot of stuff coming down the pipeline. Dance party at halftime. Excited for it.
And it's imagined by you. Try the latest in the Whopper by You series today.
It's the Sleep Number biggest sale of the year. All beds now on sale. So you can take home our coolest deal. Up to 50% off our limited edition smart bed plus free premium delivery when you add an adjustable base. Only at Sleep Number.
Real strength isn't pushing through pain. It's treating it. When there's no pain, there's more gain. Advil targets pain caused by inflammation for fast, strong relief. Advil, that's real strength.
We are back, and the lineup is stacked.
Murray, I need your help. Project Odessa. I need you to stop it.
The time has come.
Bless your hearts and hold on to your butts.
What just happened? Like, what is even happening right now?
Sophomore year is gonna be lit.
So, what do you guys think?
Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with those windows.
Anderson makes it easy. They are the #1 trusted window and door brand.
Oh, I love those windows.
They're built to last.
Gorgeous windows.
What a difference.
Anderson! Gosh, I love those windows.
They're magnificent.
You know, in a world where a lot can go wrong, trust your home to Anderson. I trust them. I trust them more.
Ready-to-eat meal delivery services are not created equal. At Factor, it's personal. Everything is done from scratch every single day. Nutrition and flavor is first and foremost when we create any dish.
Sign up for Factor today and get 50% off your first box at factormeals.com.
The Roses is the can't-miss comedy of the summer.
Getting away!
Benedict Cumberbatch, Olivia Colman, Andy Samberg, Allison Janney, and Kate McKinnon.
These people.
The Roses, rated R, based on the War of the Roses. Now in theaters.
Christian Gray's gone off the field. As you can see, he's already playing with a brace on his left shoulder. When he made it to the sideline, the medical crew was really looking at his neck and throat. poking around in those areas. But he's out for at least one play. And Mark Zachary, the fourth, a true freshman, is in for Gray.
And the veteran quarterback knows that. So if I'm Carson Beck, I'm thinking of taking a shot right at that young freshman and challenging him on his first college snap.
He's covering C.J. Daniels at the bottom of your screen under pressure for Billy Amuasa. And it is caught! Malachi Tony! A touchdown! There's a new star in Miami, and he's Malachi Tony. 3 catches, 52 yards, and a touchdown on that drive. And Carson Beck has thrown his first touchdown pass for the U. Capping a 70-yard, 8-play drive. Extra point up and good by Carter Davis. And he took advantage of another inexperienced defender, Carson Hobbs, in coverage.
And just a great job by Tony, seeing his quarterback move off the spot. Look at how he flattens the route, comes back to the ball, secures the catch, and scores it. And how about Carson Beck? Just a great job moving in the pocket. Slide to your left, eyes downfield, throw a fadeaway jumper, and drop it in the bucket to the talented true freshman. Tremendous poise there by Carson with the delivery.
The reaction for Carson Beck, such a frustrating season a year ago. Loves his new surroundings, comfortable with his teammates. And Carson Hobbs played very little last year. Sophomore from Cincinnati. Beat on the play. So the lead for Miami. They scored in the first quarter in every game last season. And it took them almost a minute in the second quarter to score for the first time this season. Carter Davis to kick off. Jadarian Price deepest. They lost the terrific returner Jaden Harrison to graduation. So Price getting the chance. He did bring one back for a touchdown against USC 2 years ago. He reached only the 15-yard line that time. Here's Taylor McGregor.
Sean, Carson Beck and Malachi Tony, you could tell, had a handshake that was pre-planned. But Beck looked at him and said, I told you. And he did tell him, because when we were on a call with him this week, he lit up when we asked him about Malachi Tony. He said he has the chance to be one of the best I've ever played with.
Yeah, both he and Shannon Dawson prefaced their comments about Tony. They said, well, I don't want to overhype it, but he's one of the most talented guys who've ever been around. And you noted how he altered the route. That's one of the little things for a true freshman that Shannon Dawson talked about. You know, he just has a sense of how to play football beyond what you would expect.
Great feel.
So C.J. Carr under duress out in the flat. Jeremiah Love run down by Popo Aguirre after a 3-yard gain. They plan to get Love more involved in the passing game this year.
That's in an effort to get him in one-on-one situations where he's so good after contact. They have got to find more opportunities for space. So far, Miami, their defensive line is winning up front.
Only 3 carries so far for Love. Here's the 4th. He rushed for over 1,100 yards last year, the 21st 1,000-yard season in Notre Dame history. This Miami defense, coordinated by Corey Heatherman, 41 years old, last year in Minnesota, 1 year there as the defensive coordinator, trying to simplify things. They had too many busts in communication and busted assignments last year.
They're pretty simple on third down, though. If you watch Minnesota, you see a lot of man coverage, one-on-one lockdown coverage when you get to third and medium.
Three-man rush. They still get near. Carr, and the throw is errant. Trying to get it to Jaden Greathouse. Deontay Scott had the coverage. And so far, so good for the new Miami D.
And this is man coverage from Heatherman. They try to get a little bit of a rub, just a natural pick, but Ruben Bain so far is winning that matchup against Anthony Knapp. He bull rushes into Carr's lap, forces the throw to go just a little bit outside, and Heatherman's defense been up to the task so far.
He led a terrific defense at University of Minnesota last year. Rendell's punt. Here's Malachi Toney with a fair catch at the 34-yard line, a 45-yard punt. Toney the star here in South Florida with the Canes off to a 7-0 lead.
I'm the Modelo Recruiter, and I reward full-time fans. Check out this recruit. The early season hopeful doesn't hope that this is her team's year. Knows so this full-time fan deserves a Modelo.
Weight Loss by Hims includes personalized treatment plans with options like GLP-1 injections or oral medication kits designed to help you lose weight so you can gain confidence and feel healthy. Plus, get guidance on nutrition, movement, sleep, hydration, and answers when you need them 100% online. With Weight Loss by Hims, you have so much to lose and even more to gain. GLP-1 injections starting at $199 a month. Get started today at hims.com.
Rollback just dropped their licensed game day collection. Polos, hoodies, Q-zips, custom designed for your school. On game days, we wear Rollback, period.
It's football season, and no matter who you cheer for, we all agree how much college sports mean to us. But it's at risk. Dramatic changes are causing nearly every athletic department in America to operate in the red, forcing cuts, putting women's sports and Olympic dreams in immediate danger. The solution? Congress must modernize the Sports Broadcasting Act. That single change will generate the funding needed to protect all sports at all schools. Let's save college sports before the clock runs out.
We're here for our convertible?
How about an SUV?
Want to get out of here?
Hier ist das Schiebedach.
Und hier ist die Sonnencreme.
Okay, let's move on.
Where are those trucks?
We're right here.
Whatever it is, we're here for it.
Yep, still here.
This is Rachel. She just started college a week ago, and she's already homesick. Google can't turn Indiana into Arizona, but it can help.
My dorm room is bleak. What are some things I can do to help it feel Southwestern desert, but cute, not cheesy?
Brightening up your room won't fix everything.
Ooh.
But when you need your home away from home to feel just a little more like home, just ask Google.
ABC College Football Primetime is presented by Modelo, the mark of a fighter. And in part by Hims, healthcare designed for you and delivered to your door.
12:33 to go in the second quarter here at Hard Rock Stadium. Miami leads 7-0. Carson Beck, a 28-yard touchdown pass to the freshman Malachi Toney. And the Canes have the ball again from their own 34-yard line. Christian Gray is back on the field at cornerback for the Notre Dame defense. Beck 7 out of 12 for 87 yards. The handoff to Mark Fletcher. Staggers ahead for about 3. Carson Beck started last season off a 13-1 first year at Georgia as the starting quarterback. Preseason first-team All-American, one of the leading contenders. I thought he was the favorite to win the Heisman Trophy. Played nowhere near like that. A lot of reasons why, as you said before. We asked him, do you feel like you need to reestablish yourself? He said, no. I still believe, I know I'm one of the best players in college football.
He's playing really confident and poised tonight.
They bring pressure toward him. He gets it away, and it's incomplete. Off Joshua Moore with Christian Graham coverage. Well, you said at the beginning, one of the differences over last year when Cam Moore would run around, usually very effectively, Carson Beck's going to get the ball out.
And has so far, really quickly. It's been very decisive. That throw a little off the mark. But with this challenge defense that you're seeing from Notre Dame, at some point he's going to take a shot downfield because those safeties getting a little bit closer with every snap to the line of scrimmage.
Miami started 0 for 3 on 3rd down. They've converted on their last 2. This is 3rd down and 8. Beck steps up in the pocket. There's a flag down. He lunges very close to the first down yardage. But it looked like there was a hold. It's be the first penalty assessed to either team if it is enforced.
Holding. Offense, number 63. 10-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Samson Okunlola with a hold of Jared Dawson.
A tough deal for Okunlola as Carson Beck's trying to escape, just has that left hand grab too much jersey, and an easy call for the official.
Good call. The wry smile from Carson Beck.
Saying, don't sleep on my speed right there. He said he thought he was out the gate.
Athlete.
He can run. He can run.
Yeah, he rushed for 5 touchdowns at Georgia. He's a very good athlete. He was originally recruited out of high school to be a baseball player. He was going to go to Florida and play baseball. But that was a partial scholarship. When he started getting full rides to go play football, he decided to do that. And he made a great choice. Gets it off very quickly. Malachi Toney, targeted for the 6th time. They're going to call it an incomplete pass.
Finally, some answers for defensive coordinator Chris Ash. Miami's had a lot of success running the football, but in long yardage situations, with how this defensive backfield can defend, you cannot get into an obvious passing situation with the pass rush that the Irish has.
So here's Dylan Joyce again. The Australian, aren't they all? In his 3rd year, Notre Dame went after him. They blocked 6 kicks last year, including 3 punts. Face on with the punt well covered. Taken down immediately at the 32. 45-yard punt, 2 yards return. It's a heated rivalry, even though they haven't met as often in recent years.
If you fall below the speed of 3 miles per hour, you get your ticket. There's one winner and no finish line. Rated R.
I never thought this would happen.
I never thought this would happen. I never thought this would happen.
We got you.
We got you.
We got you.
When the unexpected comes calling, call the one team prepared for what no one can predict.
We got you.
ServPro, like it never even happened.
At IHG's Holiday Inn Express, you can guest how you guest. Enjoy free breakfast while you work or play. Take on Miami, Mexico City, Minneapolis, or any Holiday Inn Express destination you choose. Follow a great day with a better night's sleep, all while earning points for free nights with IHG One Rewards. With Holiday Inn Express, part of IHG Hotels and Resorts, you can guest how you guest.
Let's take a selfie. So cute.
What's that?
why I like the city.
Wait!
Oh, you heard that.
I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds on my car insurance. Unfortunately, I didn't check if doing the Georgia bark at my boss would be appropriate.
Go, dogs!
Yeah. So we need
Circle.
And it's not. Checking Allstate first was smart. Barking at my boss, dumb. At least I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds.
Hey, Bark Boy.
These guys are crazy.
Now that I've reevaluated my benefits and savings with Voya, I'm feeling great. How's your retirement plan going?
Oh, I've been ignoring it and hoping for the best. Come on, good retirement.
Don't just hope for a strong future, plan for one with Voya. Plan, invest, protect.
Let's kick it off. There's the Taco Bell Live Más student section. Only one student section can claim the title of Live Más student section of the year. Who will take home the trophy this year? It's an effort for these Miami students to make the trip up here from the campus in Coral Gables, about 21 miles. Their team leads 7-0. Jadarian Price, the running back.
For C.J. Carr, quick throws, probably because Mike Denbrock isn't really sure how defensive coordinator Corey Heatherman's going to attack him. So what do? Just get the ball into your quarterback's hands, take some pictures, and try to figure it out. He's got 4 completions that have only traveled 3 yards downfield or less. So mostly screens underneath. At some point, they'll have to stretch the field.
He's 6 for 9, all 6 completions on balls thrown within 3 of the line of scrimmage. He takes off running. He looks a little bit like the man who wore number 13 last year for Notre Dame, Riley Leonard. There are the numbers we were talking about. He threw the one ball down the field early toward Love, and it was a little late and behind.
Correct, on the move, too. And Mike Denbrock got to go back to that play sheet on 3rd and short. They got stopped earlier with the quarterback run.
1 out of 4 on 3rd down, the Irish. 3rd and 2. Jadarian Price looked like he got just enough for the first down.
One thing you can do for your young quarterback, too, is you can move the pocket, change the launch point, clean it up a little bit for him because that pass rush is relentless. So just try maybe a play action misdirection with the bootleg to kind of get him moving and allowing him to be athletic.
Price still the running back. Finds some holes, running to the right, has a first down. To the 44 of Miami for the 14-yard run. That's reminiscent of their ground game a year ago.
Very nice, too, attacking just 3 guys on the right side of that Miami team. There's not enough guys. There's 3 blockers on that side, plus they get some pullers involved with Knapp rolling around. Just a great look there from Notre Dame's offense.
Pretty good number 2 running back, 746 yards last year, 6.2 per carry for Price. Timeout called by Miami. They have just 1 left.
When things heat up, you don't just want a cold one. You want the coldest one. The cold lagered, cold filtered, cold packaged one. Mountain Cold Refreshment. Coors Light. Choose chill.
Domino's Best Deal Ever is back. Any hand-tossed, pan, thin crust, or New York-style pizza with any toppings for just $9.99 online. Last time you got
Sausage, bacon, chicken, spinach, beef, buffalo sauce.
What are you going to get this time? Get Domino's $9.99 Best Deal Ever before it's gone.
C.J. Carr and the Irish offense about to run just their 4th play in Miami territory of this first half. Miami's run 12 in Notre Dame territory. Price again slipped down. Might be a slightly damp field. This is a Bermuda grass surface that drains really well, as you might expect with all the rain that falls here in South Florida.
You know Bermuda grass, but it's mostly on a pristine golf course. But he right there stepping on Eli Raridan, kind of twists that right ankle and unfortunately goes to the ground for the Irish.
Sticking with Price, Jeremiah Love still has just 4 carries. Mike Denbrock said it's going to be mostly Love this year. It wasn't a 50-50 split, but Price got plenty of carries. It'll be more on Love this season. A completion and a first down. Micah Gilbert got stood up after he picked up the first